it's Angie with Peach Orchard Creations, and welcome to week 7 of Quilt Camp Quilt Along 2021. That's wild. And this is our 6th block, and it is a block I designed, and that is the picnic block. This block is a focus on square into square, and I can't wait to get started. And I think it's a super fun block. It's super dynamic, and we're gonna have a blast putting it together. So let's dive straight on in. So I've gone ahead and cut all my pieces because I feel like you probably have a good handle on cutting now, now that we are in week 7. Crazy. So I've got all my strips cut and we're ready to get going. We're gonna start with the squares and we're gonna piece our 9 patch together. All right, so the first step in the picnic block is piecing the 9 patch. So just get it laid out somewhere where you can see it, and then just chain piece this bad boy together. And top row, you're gonna press the seams as indicated in the graphic. And so yeah, just follow the instructions. I have the top row going, these seams going out, these seams coming in towards the blue, and then the seams again going towards fabric A. So seams should go towards fabric A and fabric C. I think that's fabric C, yes. So let's get rolling, here we go. There we go, all chain pieced, and I'll just cut it apart and iron it open. Alrighty, now I will just nest these seams. Since these seams are going out and these seams are coming in, they'll just nest right together. Give me those crisp points I want when I'm creating a 9 patch. Here is the beautiful 9 patch right there, ready to roll and be turned into something spectacular. This is our square that'll be inside of the overall square. So next you're gonna take your background pieces, the shorter ones, and attach them to the top and the bottom, and then we'll go from there.
Now it's time to press back that border we just added, and I'm actually going to press back towards the 9 patch so that I don't have anything behind my light background fabric of the white. And to get these seams extra flat and crisp, I'm going to use this wooden maple tailor's clapper from Lamb and Loom, and it just really helps absorb that heat and get those seams nice and flat.
Now that we've done the top, we're going to add the sides on and the same method. Alrighty, so we've added the tops and bottoms, the top and bottom to the 9 patch, and now we're going to add the side borders. So let's do that real quick. Again, I'm going to press towards the darker colors, that way I don't have anything sticking out behind my white background. Just give this a really nice crisp look. If you have a darker background color you're using, it's not going to matter as much at all. So ta-da! There is the beautiful bordered 9 patch. Super pretty. I love my colors. Like, I seriously just can't get over them. On to the next fun part, strip set. This is a straightforward strip set. Super straightforward. But the fun part is we get to then cut that strip set into a triangle, into another shape. Next up, we will be working on our strip sets. I don't know about y'all, but this is giving me all the sherbet feels right now. Like, I want to go downstairs and get a sherbet push pop from the freezer. So we're gonna make these into strip sets. It's super easy. So this is your color B. You're just gonna take 6 out of here, out of the 12 that you cut, if I can count right. And then you're gonna take color E and then color D with your color Bs, and you're just gonna sew them in sets of 2 and then sew all of those sets together. So really simple. This is the easy part. The trickier part comes when we cut it, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So let's get these strip sets pieced and we'll keep moving. I'm gonna sew these in just pairs, one of each color. And yeah, that's about it. So now that I've got all of these together chain pieced, I'm gonna go ahead and press towards fabric B, and then I will pair all of those up and essentially make my full strip set. Here we go. So I saved y'all the heartache of all the pressing, but I just pressed both sets towards my color B, and now I'm gonna just combine these sets together. So fabric C and fabric B, so pretty much just want the opposite colors touching. And I'm gonna now sew these in sets of 2 like I did the last. I think these look like yummy little ice cream sandwiches. I don't know why. I'm super focused on food apparently, probably because I'm pregnant. So now I'm going to just sew these all together real quick. And again, just making sure my opposite colors are lining up. That's all you gotta worry about. Alrighty. And the strip set is done. So pretty, I love it. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with the green. I'm just gonna save you the heartache of having to watch it. And then we're gonna chop these up so we can do our square and square. So we have both of our strip sets made in our B and D combo, in our B and E fabric combo. And super simple, okay? We're going to cut these into 2 triangles. Essentially, we're gonna make a square out of this and then cut it into 2 triangles. I have got my strip set here, and I'm using the 12.5-inch Creative Grids square ruler, but you just need one that's 9 inches roughly. A 9-inch square ruler will do great. So I'm gonna use the 45-degree line and line it up in the center, on the center seam of my strip set. Get that all the way to the tip there. Okay. And what we're aiming for is 8.5-inch square, okay? And this side, I'm awesome. This side, I'm a little shy, so I might give myself a little more. Yeah, see, I'm gonna make it. When my strips are flat, I make it. So don't stress, just do the best you can. And then cut right along the edge, both sides. Okay. So key things here, that your strips are vertical, okay? And now it looks like a home plate, literally. And all we're gonna do is turn this like this, okay? And we're going to do the same thing again. Place the 45 on that center seam. You're going to want to line up the 8.5-inch down the diagonal. Right here, I'm at 8.5 inches. I'm 8.5 inches over here and 8.5 inches over here. Okay, I am a little shy when it comes to the tip of mine on this set for some deranged reason, not sure why. Oh, there we go. Get it as close as possible. There we go, there we go. I'm pretty close, and you're gonna sew a 1/4 inch of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's gonna be the corner of your block is what these are gonna be your overall. So again, make sure I'm 8.5, 8.5 over here, and then you're just gonna cut the edges just like that, okay? Now you have this beautiful little square going on here, and all you're gonna do is go edge to edge horizontally. You're gonna cut this square in half. There we go. And you're just going to cut straight across to give yourself your 2 beautifully striped triangles. And you'll do the same thing with this block, with the other strip set. So I'll do that real quick and then we can piece it all together. And there you go. So now we're going to piece this whole thing together super simply. And it doesn't really matter as long as the same colors are opposite of each other, okay? And you'll piece the whole block together like so. That's all you do. So you're gonna sew 2 on and then the other 2 on. And while we're here, you can go ahead and measure. This is a 11-inch block, so you can either measure 5.5 and mark, or you can cheat like me and just fold it in half and a little finger press there. Over here, get it in half, a little finger press there, and here, and here. And now when I go to sew these on, I just line up the center seam with that edge right there and sew it on. I will pin these in multiple spots and then sew them, so we're gonna jump forward and do that. Okay, so here is our block. So I'm just going to go ahead and line up the center seam with that mark I made finger pressing my block. I'm gonna pin right here in the middle, and I'm gonna pin on the 2 edges as well. All right. And then we're just gonna sew both these down and then do the other corners, and then we will have our block.
When pressing these cornered strip sets back now, I'm going to press the seams towards the strip set so that the area behind my white background stays clear and doesn't have that dark fabric. And again, I'll use the tailor's clapper here to really get that flat seam line.
So that's what that gets you. Looks super cool, kind of almost like a banner. And now I'm going to find those finger press seams I made earlier, or marks I made earlier, and do the exact same thing. And there is our beautiful, beautiful block. And we will trim it up a little bit because it does need some trimming, but so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. I think it's so fun. I just absolutely am digging it. I have looked it over, measured it. It is 15 and a half by 15 and a half. Obviously, it is a little like wonky in some spots, but I'm just gonna trim the dog ears off and roll with it. I'm happy with it. And yours should come out this way too, pretty close. The only place I'm a little off is right here. As you can see, mine don't meet as well as like this side does. Right here, see that meets super well, super clean. This side doesn't, but I do not want to lose this. So I'm just going to turn the dog ears off and go on with it. There. But I'm really happy with it. I think it's such a beautiful block. It totally reminds me of a picnic, and it does not take forever to make it, even though it looks like it should take forever to make it. And so that is the picnic block for week 7, block 6 of Quilt Camp Quilt Along. And this week's sponsors are Flatter Spray, Oliso, and myself with Peach Orchard Creation. So make sure, your friendly reminder, get your picture posted by Sunday night for your chance to win a bottle of Flatter Spray, and it's the big bottles, and a mini Oliso project iron, plus a fabric bundle from yours truly. I hope you had a fantastic week. I hope you are loving Quilt Camp, because it has been a blast seeing all of your beautiful creations. And until next week, I'll see you again soon. Bye.